There is a power that lies hidden within the human spirit, a divine energy that responds when faith and words unite. Dr. David Yonggi Cho often said, "Your words are the blueprint of your future." Whatever you repeatedly speak with faith becomes the seed of manifestation in your life. There's a spiritual law: what you confess, you possess. There is a mysterious power that lies deep within every human being, a sacred energy that connects our words, our faith, and our destiny. Dr. David Yonggi Cho often reminded the world that faith is not just belief, but a force that shapes reality. He said that our words are like seeds planted into the invisible soil of the spirit. What we repeatedly speak with conviction eventually blossoms into visible results. When we speak with fear, we invite doubt and delay. But when we speak with faith, we invite miracles. The mantra I will share with you today is not a chant of superstition, but a declaration of divine alignment between you and God's will. You are about to discover that even 39 seconds can open the gates of heaven if spoken with faith. Close your eyes for a moment and breathe deeply. Center your thoughts and let your heart quiet down. The world outside may be filled with noise, but miracles are born in silence. Now speak this mantra softly within yourself, not to impress anyone, but to awaken the spirit of creation within you. God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me. Repeat it again and again for 39 seconds. As you speak, don't let your mind wander to how or when. Let every word sink into your heart. Feel the vibration of those words travel through your being. The moment you repeat it with true faith, a connection begins between your energy and the divine realm that governs your life. Dr. Cho believed that when faith and words unite, the invisible becomes visible. In those short 39 seconds, something powerful happens. Your mind, heart, and spirit begin to harmonize. The conscious and subconscious start to agree. Heaven takes notice because faith is the language God understands best. Many people pray and then immediately cancel their prayer with doubt. But when you keep your mantra secret, you protect it. You guard it from disbelief, from others' opinions, from the noise that kills spiritual momentum. What is secret remains sacred, and what is sacred gains strength. The more you protect your faith-filled words, the faster they multiply into reality. After repeating the mantra, don't rush to check for signs or proofs. Instead, walk as if it is already done. Speak and act like someone whose miracle has already arrived. Gratitude is the atmosphere of miracles. When you thank God before the blessing manifests, you send a signal to the universe that your heart already knows it is on the way. This faith-based gratitude pulls divine energy into motion. That is why Dr. Cho often taught that faith is seeing the unseen, believing before receiving, and praising before possessing. You may wonder, why 39 seconds? Because that short span of time is enough for your mind to break through resistance and enter the frequency of focused belief. It's long enough for your heart to settle into alignment, yet short enough for you to remain undistracted. In those moments, the spiritual energy you release through your words begins to travel, creating a ripple in the unseen world. Within one day, you may begin to notice changes, a message from someone unexpected, a door opening, a sudden idea, or a small confirmation that something has shifted. Do not call it coincidence. It is evidence that your faith has activated divine order. But remember, the mantra itself is not magic. The real power comes from your faith behind it. Words without faith are empty, but words filled with belief are commands to creation. Speak the mantra with your spirit, not just your mouth. Say it as though you are reminding heaven of its promise. Believe that God has already set aside something beautiful for you, and you are simply aligning yourself to receive it. Miracles respond to readiness, and readiness is proven by expectation. When your mind, voice, and heart say the same thing, the result cannot delay. There will come a moment, perhaps sooner than you think, when you realize that the very thing you prayed for is now standing before you. It may not come exactly as you imagined, but it will come perfectly as you need. That is the nature of divine timing. So, whenever you feel lost, speak this mantra quietly to yourself. God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me. Keep it secret, keep it sacred, and let your faith do the work. The power that creates worlds is listening to your words. Heaven moves for those who dare to believe. The miracle you are waiting for is already moving toward you. You only need 39 seconds of faith to meet it halfway. Inside every human heart lies a hidden power, a divine force that responds to the voice of faith. Dr. David Yonggi Cho taught that the secret to miracles lies not in striving, but in believing, not in the noise of effort, but in the quiet certainty of faith. He reminded the world that words are not just sounds. They are spiritual tools that shape the unseen. Every word we speak becomes a seed planted into the soil of time, waiting for the right season to bloom. When we fill our words with faith, we invite heaven to participate in our lives. This truth is what gives meaning to the sacred 39-second mantra that can transform your energy and bring visible results within a day if spoken with pure belief. Close your eyes and still your thoughts. The world around you may be restless, full of distractions and doubts, but for this brief moment, silence the noise and let your spirit breathe. Take a deep breath and repeat within your heart these powerful words. God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me. Do not speak it as a wish, but as a declaration of truth. Imagine that heaven is already responding. Speak from the core of your being, where fear cannot reach and where only faith can live. As the seconds pass, allow your energy to rise. Each repetition sends ripples into the unseen world, carrying your faith to the realm where miracles are born. Why keep this mantra secret? Because sacred things lose their power when exposed to doubt. Faith must be protected like a flame from the wind. When you speak your dreams too soon, people's disbelief can weaken your energy. Dr. Cho often said that faith grows best in silence. What you guard in your heart gains power. What you expose too early can wither under judgment. So speak your mantra quietly, let it echo in your soul, and let your results speak for themselves. You do not need to prove your faith. Its fruits will make it visible. Those 39 seconds may seem short, but in that small window of time, something extraordinary happens. Your conscious mind, subconscious mind, and spiritual awareness align in perfect harmony. In that alignment, your heart becomes a vessel for divine energy. It's as if God leans closer to hear your faith, and the universe rearranges itself to deliver what belongs to you. When your heart speaks in faith, heaven listens with favor. Dr. Cho's teachings remind us that miracles are not accidental. They are the natural outcome of divine agreement. After you finish the mantra, resist the urge to question or doubt. The moment you ask when will it happen, or how will it come, you interrupt the flow of faith. Instead, act as though the miracle has already been delivered. Speak with gratitude, walk with confidence. Think like someone who already possesses the blessing. Gratitude is the fragrance of fulfilled prayer. It tells the universe that you are already in alignment with the answer. When you thank God before seeing the result, you demonstrate true trust. That is when the unseen begins to move visibly in your favor. The beauty of this 39-second practice lies in its simplicity. You do not need elaborate rituals or endless prayers. You only need focused faith and sincere intention. These few seconds are long enough for your mind to silence its fears and your soul to rise above limitation. Every repetition builds spiritual momentum, and that momentum is what opens doors. softens hearts, and brings forth opportunities. You may notice something shift within a day, a sudden message, a new opportunity, or even a wave of peace that confirms something has changed. These signs are not coincidences, they are heaven's response to your faith. Dr. David Yonggi Cho emphasized that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not yet seen. Faith makes the invisible tangible. When you declare your readiness to receive, you create a space where the divine can move. Remember, your words hold energy, and your belief gives them life. So do not merely repeat this mantra, feel it. Speak it from your heart as a command, not a question. Know that when you say, God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me, the heavens begin to align circumstances, people, and timing in your favor. There will come a day, perhaps sooner than you think, when you look around and realize that your prayer has already been answered. You will see that your faith spoke louder than your fear, and your expectation carried you into manifestation. Until then, keep this mantra sacred. Whisper it when you wake up, repeat it before you sleep, and hold it in your heart like a treasure. Let it be your private conversation with God, a promise between your faith and His power. Because when you truly believe for even 39 seconds, one day is enough for your miracle to find you. There is a divine rhythm that connects the seen and the unseen, the word and the miracle, the thought and the manifestation. Dr. David Yonggi Cho often said that our words have creative power because they are the echo of God's own voice that formed the universe. When you speak with faith, you are not merely talking, you are releasing a spiritual force that rearranges the invisible to shape your visible world. The mantra that carries this power is simple, yet sacred. God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me. When this phrase is spoken with faith for 39 seconds, it creates a vibration that opens the heart and aligns it with divine energy. It is not the length of time that matters, but the purity of faith within that moment. Find a quiet place and close your eyes. Let your thoughts settle like dust after a storm. Take a slow, deep breath and feel the stillness entering your being. Now begin to whisper these words, not with your lips alone, but with your soul. God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me. Feel the weight of every word, the life that it carries. As you repeat this mantra, imagine your words forming light, rising like incense before heaven. Each repetition strengthens your spiritual signal, tuning your heart to the frequency of divine intervention. The world may not see what's happening, but heaven does. The spiritual realm responds instantly to words filled with faith. Dr. Cho believed that the tongue is the most powerful instrument of faith. Every sentence you speak either builds or breaks the future. That is why this mantra must remain secret, because what is sacred should be protected from disbelief. When you share your spiritual practice too openly, you invite energies that may not align with your vision. Doubt from others can weaken the flow of faith. Miracles are like seeds. They grow best in silence, watered by trust and nourished by gratitude. Keeping this mantra private is not about hiding it. It is about guarding it like a treasure until it bears fruit. As you continue to repeat it for 39 seconds, your energy begins to shift. You might feel a lightness in your chest or a warmth in your spirit. That is alignment taking place. Your conscious mind surrenders, your doubts fade, and your heart becomes receptive. That small window of time is enough to create divine harmony between your desire and God's will. It is the moment where you stop asking and start receiving. Heaven is not far away. It is as near as your next breath, as close as your next word of faith. When you speak with belief, heaven bends toward you, rearranging what seemed impossible into possibility. After completing the mantra, walk as if your prayer has already been answered. Let your actions, thoughts, and emotions match the reality you have spoken into existence. If you prayed for abundance, start thinking abundantly. If you asked for healing, begin to feel whole. This is not pretending. It is participating in the creation of your miracle. Gratitude seals the energy you release. When you thank God before seeing the result, you demonstrate faith that transcends sight. The heart that gives thanks in advance becomes a magnet for divine blessings. You may notice signs soon after you speak the mantra, a call, a message, a sudden idea, or even an unexpected opportunity. These are not random events. They are divine confirmations that your words have moved energy in the unseen realm. Dr. Cho's teachings remind us that faith is the evidence of things not seen. What you cannot see now is already forming, waiting for the right moment to appear. The timing is never late when faith is involved, because faith operates beyond time. When you repeat this mantra, remember that it is not a ritual but a relationship. You are not commanding the universe. You are aligning yourself with the Creator who already knows your needs. The miracle is not created by your words. It is revealed through them. Your faith acts as the bridge between divine intention and human experience. That is why 39 seconds of focused belief can change what years of worry never could. Keep this practice sacred. Do it in quiet moments in the morning when you wake or at night before you sleep. Let it be your secret conversation with God, a whisper that reminds the heavens of your readiness. The miracle you seek is not far away. It is already moving toward you. All that is required is belief, not for hours, not for days, but for one pure moment of connection. Speak it, feel it, and then release it with trust. For when you say, God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me, heaven listens, creation stirs, and within a day, the first signs of your miracle begin to unfold. There comes a moment in every soul's journey when words become more than sounds. They become spiritual commands that open the gates of heaven. Dr. David Yonggi Cho devoted his life to teaching that faith is the language of miracles, and the words we speak with conviction are seeds that grow into the reality we experience. He believed that when a person speaks in alignment with divine truth, the invisible world begins to rearrange itself in response. The mantra that holds this sacred power is simple yet profound. God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me. When spoken in faith for just 39 seconds, this declaration has the ability to shift energy, awaken faith, and call divine order into your life. Find a quiet space where the world's noise cannot reach you. Take a deep breath and let your heart settle. You are not here to beg or plead. You are here to align. Begin to whisper the mantra, not from your lips alone, but from the depths of your spirit. God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me. As you repeat it softly, let each word sink into your heart. Feel the vibration of your voice echo within your soul. For these 39 seconds, allow nothing else to exist. No fear, no doubt, no distraction. Let every repetition build an invisible bridge between your faith and God's promise. In this stillness, heaven listens. The Creator who formed the universe bends his ear to the sound of belief. Dr. Cho taught that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. When you speak words of faith, you activate that divine law. You are telling the universe that you trust in God's timing and plan. The mantra is not magic, nor is it superstition. It is a spiritual alignment, a declaration of readiness. The words "I am ready" signal to the divine realm that you are open, expectant, and willing to receive. The words, "the miracle prepared for me," remind your spirit that God's blessings already exist. They are not being created, they are being released. The reason this mantra must remain secret is that faith grows best in silence. When you share your spiritual practices too freely, you expose them to opinions, judgment, and disbelief. The energy of doubt can weaken the power of your confession. What is sacred must be protected. Keep your mantra between you and God. Make it your private agreement with heaven. Just as a seed needs darkness to grow, your faith needs quiet to take root. When the time comes, your results will speak louder than any explanation you could give. During those 39 seconds, your mind and heart begin to align. Your conscious thoughts stop resisting, and your spirit takes the lead. The tension between wanting and believing disappears. You are no longer chasing, you are receiving. It is in that moment of surrender that miracles begin to form. Dr. Cho often said that the imagination of faith is a holy tool. If you can see it in your heart, you can hold it in your hands. As you repeat this mantra, visualize your miracle unfolding. See the solution, feel the joy, embrace the gratitude even before the manifestation arrives. After completing the mantra, do not question, analyze, or doubt. Doubt is the thief of miracles. Instead, walk in gratitude. Speak and act as though your prayer has already been answered. Gratitude creates an atmosphere that draws miracles closer. When you thank God before seeing results, you are declaring that you trust His process. That kind of faith has power beyond measure. It moves heaven to act swiftly. Within a day, signs of change begin to appear. A call you've been waiting for, a door opening, a sudden sense of peace. These are not coincidences. They are confirmations that your faith has spoken and heaven has responded. Your mantra becomes a living vibration in the spiritual realm, and its echo brings alignment to your physical world. The energy you send out returns multiplied. Dr. Cho's life was a testimony to the creative power of faith. He built visions through prayer, not through effort alone. He understood that miracles do not come to those who merely wish, but to those who are spiritually prepared to receive. The mantra, spoken with full faith, is a declaration of that readiness. It tells the divine, "I trust you completely." In that trust, resistance melts away, and what once seemed impossible becomes inevitable. So, speak the mantra daily. Speak it when your heart feels uncertain. Speak it when you are ready to step into the next season of blessing. Whisper it with faith, protect it with silence, and carry it with gratitude. For in just 39 seconds of true belief, you set in motion forces that can change the course of your life. The miracle is already on its way. Your faith simply invites it home. There is a divine connection between faith, words, and manifestation that most people never fully understand. Dr. David Yonggi Cho spent his life teaching that the unseen world is more real than what we can touch or see. He explained that the words we speak are not just sounds in the air. They are spiritual vibrations that carry creative energy. When those words are joined with unwavering faith, they can open doors that logic can never explain. There exists a sacred mantra that embodies this principle perfectly. A prayer so simple yet so powerful that if spoken for only 39 seconds with pure faith, it can bring results within a day. The mantra is, "God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me." These words are not a request, but a declaration of readiness and trust in divine timing. Find a moment of peace and close your eyes. The world around you may be noisy, but within you lies a stillness where God's voice can be heard. Take a deep breath and release every worry. As you breathe in faith and exhale fear, begin to whisper from your heart, "God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me." Feel each word travel through your body like light. Don't just say the words, become them. Feel the readiness, the openness, the surrender to divine will. As you continue repeating it for 39 seconds, your energy begins to rise, your faith starts to expand, and your spirit becomes a magnet for miracles. In that moment, something invisible but real begins to move. Heaven listens when you speak with conviction. Dr. Cho always emphasized that faith is the key that unlocks the supernatural. When you believe, your words carry authority in the spiritual realm. The reason many prayers go unanswered is not because God is silent, but because people speak with doubt instead of faith. This mantra, when kept secret and spoken sincerely, guards your energy from disbelief. Faith is like a flame. It burns brightly when protected, but it flickers when exposed to wind. That is why you must keep this mantra between yourself and God. Don't share it with anyone until you see results. The power of secrecy protects the vibration of your faith. What is hidden in your heart grows in strength. What is spoken too soon may be weakened by others' disbelief. As you repeat this mantra, something extraordinary happens within your being. Your mind, body, and spirit begin to align. You stop resisting the flow of divine energy and begin to receive it freely. You are no longer asking for a miracle from a place of lack. You are declaring that you are ready to receive what has already been prepared for you. This is what Dr. Cho meant when he said that prayer is not convincing God to act, but aligning yourself with what he has already promised. The miracle has always existed. It simply needed your readiness and faith to manifest in the physical world. Once you have spoken the mantra, walk in gratitude. Do not wonder if it worked. Act as though it already has. Gratitude turns belief into reality. When you thank God before seeing results, you are demonstrating a level of faith that heaven cannot ignore. Gratitude is the bridge that connects your declaration to its manifestation. Speak as if your miracle is already in motion, because it is. Your energy will begin to attract confirmation, a sign, a message, a shift in circumstances, or a sudden peace that replaces your worry. These are signs that the universe and heaven have heard your voice. You may notice that the number 39 is not random. In spiritual symbolism, 3 represents divine perfection, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, while 9 represents completion and fulfillment. Together, they form a divine number of wholeness and answered prayer. So when you speak this mantra for 39 seconds, you are aligning yourself with the energy of completion, inviting God's perfect plan to unfold in your life. Dr. Cho always said that words of faith are living seeds. When you speak them with belief, they take root in the unseen and eventually grow into visible blessings. You do not have to understand how. You only need to believe that it is done. Faith is not about figuring out the process. It is about trusting the promise. When you speak, God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me, you are giving heaven permission to move. From that point on, live as if your miracle is already yours. Smile more, worry less, and carry the energy of expectation. The universe responds to those who act in faith. The blessing you seek may not arrive in the way you imagine, but it will come in the way you need. Keep repeating the mantra daily with focus and purity of heart, keeping it secret between you and God. Those 39 seconds of faith can accomplish what months of anxiety never could. The miracle is not far from you. It is already on its way, drawn by the words of your belief and the power of your expectation. There is a moment in life when your spirit becomes aware that the power to transform your reality lies not outside of you, but within your words and faith. Dr. David Yonggi Cho often reminded people that faith is the creative force of the universe, the very breath that moves mountains and opens doors that seem forever closed. He believed that the human voice, when filled with faith, becomes a divine instrument through which heaven releases miracles. The mantra that embodies this truth is simple yet sacred. God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me. When you repeat it for just 39 seconds with complete belief, something begins to shift in both the seen and unseen realms. It is not about ritual or superstition, but about entering alignment with the divine plan that is already set for your life. Find a quiet place and close your eyes. Take a slow breath in and exhale all the noise of the world. Let your heart settle and your thoughts fade into stillness. In this moment, it is only you and God. Begin to whisper the words softly within your spirit. God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me. Speak them with awareness, not as a plea, but as a statement of readiness. Feel the energy of each word resonate in your chest, awakening your inner confidence that what you desire already exists. For these 39 seconds, the ordinary boundaries of time and space seem to fade. Your faith connects directly to divine energy, and the universe begins to rearrange itself to deliver what your spirit has declared. Dr. Cho taught that miracles are not random acts of luck. They are the natural results of faith put into action. Your words are blueprints for your future, and when spoken with sincerity and belief, they carry the power of creation. The 39 seconds of repetition allow your mind, heart, and spirit to harmonize into a single vibration of trust. It is in this unity that spiritual energy flows freely. The moment you align your intention with divine will, doors begin to open that no human effort could have forced. The reason you must keep this mantra secret is simple. Faith is delicate in its early stages. When you expose your spiritual declarations to others, their doubts and disbelief can interfere with your own energy. The world does not always understand the language of faith, and what is sacred should not be shared carelessly. Keep your mantra between you and God. Let your results, not your words, speak for you. As Dr. Cho often said, a seed grows best in silence. The same way a seed needs darkness to sprout, your faith needs privacy to grow strong. As you speak the mantra, your inner resistance begins to melt away. You stop trying to control how things will happen and instead surrender to divine timing. This is the moment where fear is replaced by trust and impatience by peace. The words "I am ready" are powerful. They signify spiritual maturity. You are telling heaven that you no longer operate from lack or desperation, but from confidence and faith. You acknowledge that the miracle has already been created. You are simply aligning yourself to receive it. The instant your heart accepts this truth, heaven begins to move on your behalf. After you finish the mantra, walk through your day with quiet gratitude. Gratitude is faith in motion. It confirms that you already believe the answer is on its way. Thank God not for what you will have, but for what you already have received in spirit. This act of thankfulness transforms your vibration and attracts the physical manifestation of your prayer. You may notice subtle signs within hours, a sense of peace, a sudden opportunity, or a shift in your emotions. These are not coincidences, they are confirmations that divine forces have been set in motion. Dr. Cho's life was filled with testimonies of what unwavering belief could accomplish. He understood that the miracle is never created by the words themselves, but by the faith behind them. The 39-second mantra is a practice of spiritual focus. It trains your soul to remain centered in trust, even when circumstances seem unchanged. Faith does not demand to see evidence. It creates evidence through persistence and patience. Keep speaking the mantra daily. Whisper it in the morning when you rise and at night before you sleep. Protect it, honor it, and let it become part of your spiritual rhythm. You do not need to force the miracle to appear. You only need to stay aligned and expectant. The divine timing of God is perfect, never early, never late. Every time you say, God, I am ready to receive the miracle prepared for me, you are declaring that you are open to the blessings that already belong to you. Heaven listens, energy responds, and faith transforms possibility into reality. Within one day, you will begin to sense the shift, not because the mantra is magic, but because your belief has finally matched God's promise.